or should I use quote per square pricing, or should I be itemizing my proposals when estimating? And for context, I want to do more retail than insurance work. I think this is someone that wants to get more into retail work. So Scott, you have thoughts on that?
Yeah, and here's the deal. In our area and in most areas, you're competing against guys that are bidding by the square. I mean, we run into it all the time, and the way you know that is look at the jobs that you get. Um, the walk-on hip roofs with a bunch of cap and a bunch of vent and stuff like that, we never get them. They're very easy, but they have a lot of additional accessories. So it's got, ridge caps, $60 a bundle instead of shingles at $30 a bundle. And I'm rounding, obviously. Vent, the amount of vent, the amount of starter strip. So those items add up. And it's not like huge numbers typically, but you're talking, hundreds of dollars, three, four, five, $600 difference if you were to bid it by the square versus actually a true itemized list. And we bid everything by the piece. We charge you per box of nails, per box of button caps, roll of felt. It's all broke out. Every piece of the roof is completely, so you get exactly what you pay for, and we get paid for exactly what we install. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, and then so what you're saying is these other guys, they're doing the price per square, so it's always coming out cheaper because they're not accounting for all
It's
that.
coming out. So if it, let's say like this, let's say it's two straight runs. There's very little starter. There's very little cap, right? Like it's not, a hip has a lot more ridge cap than a gable style roof. Well, and a hip roof also has more starter strip. Both of those are expensive components of the roof compared to just the shingles per square foot. We never win those roofs. The ones that are the ranch style house, now we're competitive because that is what most inexperienced contractors are. That's where they're getting their per square, the square price. They're getting it from that simple two straight run gable ranch house. That's where they start. That's where we're competitive because that's where there's the least amount of accessories.
Yeah, that makes sense. So kind of go back to this question, if maybe play devil's advocate here. I'm a guy just getting started and I'm like, well, I want to be winning all of these jobs, even those big jobs. So should I be quoting per square then? Because it sounds like I'd be more competitive if I did. What's the risk there?
Well, you'd be more competitive, but you ain't gonna make shit. So be as competitive as you want, bud. No, I'm just saying it's. I mean, that's just a fact of it. A $10,000 job. If you and I are $700 difference, which is not, we could bid it with the same exact material, but you do it per square and I do it per piece. We could easily be $700 apart. That's 7%. Like that's a lot. That's half of the net profit that you should be making on the job. So you made half what you should have made. And if something goes wrong, mind you, say you need an extra bundle of cap or an extra box of vent. Okay, now that's another $200. Okay. Now you really made nothing.
Yeah. Now that makes sense.